Hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. This week, we have a FF13 event, the introduction of Sid Reigns. I remember his boss fight. I actually don't remember how influential to the plot he was. But yeah, let's get started. First up, we have the boss rush, which is, I think, supposed to signify the very early parts of the game. The movement through one of the very early dungeons, because it's rights and gas, or a right and gas at the same time, and then anima, which I'm pretty sure is one of the first pretty significant bosses. It has been about, oh wait, I actually looked this up the other day. It's been about 4 years since I played 13. So, majority of my knowledge is a little sketchy. Also, hello. Welcome. We need an attack lower for anima, and lightning damage for the ghast and right. Though, magic lowering isn't a bad idea either. Also, yes, I'm still a little under the weather. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like a parabolic thing. I got really bad the day after last week's stream on Tuesday. And then yesterday I started getting recovering really fast. And now I'm just like back to the same point I was last Tuesday. Anywho, the pre-made party that we have for the boss rush. So snow and lightning are going to be our main just damage. Sass is going to be doing our debuffs. Hope and Vanille are going to put up protection while also throwing out some good damage. And let's see what sort of roaming warriors I can get. Ah, a free shout. Ah, there we go. Now. So the early fights of the boss rush shouldn't be overly complex. We do want to get our everything up as quickly as possible. Debuffing properly, buffing properly. Oh jeez. And she's gonna get shout. This is gonna be a completely one-sided. They've been low, yeah, because she shouldn't have that much attack. Maybe they've just been lowering the stats slowly of the boss rush of the early fights. Which is fine. Newer players need to be eased into it. Yeah, shout might have been a bit much. Hones are extremely important, yes. Without the proper amount of ability uses, you're gonna have trouble getting further in fights, especially when fights become longer. I love how Saints Cross animation always has them bringing out a sword, because on characters like Snow, who is a knight and is very much a protecting people sort of character, just pulls out a sword. What did you bring to the fist fight? A sword? Well, that doesn't seem very fair. You're right. It's not. Ah, anima. So, I want to say this is the first time I've actually captured anima on video. Anima is a event exclusive boss, for lack of a better term. Will never show up outside of an event, doesn't have a normal story dungeon that it exists in, and also has a, I would say, interesting mechanic, but I think just the word has a mechanic would be a better descriptor. In that, as long as the arms are up, any damage that you do to the main body of anima will instantly cause it to counterattack. What I'm doing right here is a strategy, though I can't say I entirely recommend doing this, but you can take down the arms, and then the main body of anima is left, and anima no longer counters. However, I believe one turn later, anima will resummon their arms. So, you know, not much you can really do to counteract that, though I don't care, and I'm just going to tear it apart. Honestly, if you debuff anima's attack and put up a protection, you're probably fine enough to just burn down the middle piece without taking out the arms. The arms won't do anything to you. They start casting magic when anima gets low, but that's about it. The buff banner is a really good banner to pull on if you don't have many of the items on there. Those are some real game-changing items on that banner. From Sentinel Grimoire to Shout, even things like Divine Guardian, and I'm having a brain fart what else is on there. But no, everything on, Apocalypse Shield is on there too. All great items that can completely change your strategy. So next up we have Barthandalus. Good old Space Pope. Typical strategies of he buffs his adornments. Once the adornments are down, you fight actual Barthandalus himself. And yeah, that's about it. He has quite a few magic and physical based attacks. He doesn't have his dispels, which is actually his worst thing. The original fights. So it's just pretty much take out the adornments. One is weak to water and ice, one is weak to, the other one is weak to lightning and fire. We're not actually going to change our party setup. We're going to use the same one. Let me see. They pretty much want me to take shouts. I will take a heal and haste, though, instead. You're not my dad. Really, I just want to save shouts for the later fights. Just to make sure I get one there. Yeah, it feels really good when a strategy, like you plan out a strategy and then it actually works 100%. A real dumb version of that was when Barthanalis was in Ultimate Fight the first time. I could not beat him, and then I came up with a really dumb strategy of debuffing him to hell and just not acknowledging his debuffs. And that actually worked really well. Okay, so the Alita? The one on the right, I believe, is the one that is weak to lightning, which is what I have to remember. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Properly debuff the magic, but at the same time, don't give them much time to rev up, because they can start to wreck your day. I'm trying to hold off a little bit, but I think that's a good time as any to use this now. We do want to hold off until that is banished. Oof, that's not going to be too good. There's actually a bit of hubris happening right here, where maybe I should have brought a buff. Ah, good. A nice double cast proc on Shell. Now I'm doubly protected. Perfect. time for the big bad boy himself. Okay. Damage should be alright here. That was my big concern, is we are fighting a clock here. Theatosian Smile is his only physical attack. Right. I was like, that did a bit more damage than I was expecting it to. Huh. That's not good. Alright, it's all good. I have a secret backup plan. You see, I do have debuffs and buffs. There we go. I think our haste may have worn off. Let's get that back up. Though we kind of don't need it. Eh. Never discount default limit breaks. They're still pretty good. Oh, you didn't get anything good from the boost banner? That's unfortunate. I really like the names. Oof. I mean, I want to say that's... No, that's actually below average, because I think the drop rate's about like 14% now. But Bosch's shield is still a legitimately great relic. Because it has Holy Boost on it. So put that on somebody who's doing like Dispelling Strike and Saint's Cross. 20% more damage. So anyway, I want to point this out real fast. The names of the levels here are really great. So Bewildering Hero. The boss is Shiva, so that's snow. Light Lost in Darkness is lightning. A Fang for Friends is pretty obvious. Hope and Fear. You know, for hope. And then A Father's Torment. Who was missing out of those? She's here. Brynhildr. Brynhildr is a goddamn monster, if you're not familiar with mechanics on bosses. So Brynhildr Uh, okay, so let's break down the mechanics of Final Fantasy Record Keeper real quick. On a normal fight, there's your ATB bar, and there's your action bar. So when you're watching like a character go, the yellow bar fills up, that's the ATB bar, and then the red bar fills up, that's your action bar, right? All of Bernhilder's actions are instant. 100%, just instant. So the only thing that is her turn is her ATB bar. And I want to say she has like 400 speed, so that's practically nothing as well. She was a nightmare when she was a double plus. She was a nightmare when she showed up in a boss rush once. So I have prepared. So, we have your typical buffers and damage dealers up top, with our good friend the pumpkin. Ramza will be doing debuffs. Hope and Vanille still doing buffs to the party, and then healing and doing damage where needed. I am taking a wall for this, 100%. Do not trust myself. I may be overly preparing my defenses, but we'll see. This is sort of a reacting to memory sort of situation here of she's been bad in the past. I'm not going to give her a chance. Actually, I think a good number of her moves, though she does do magic moves, a couple of her moves are single target, so possibly Shout would help with the retaliation team. Also, Bosch's shield, the attack boost from that, stacks with Shout, so there you go. Oh, good. Our defensive people are going like turn 1, so we can just get everything up ASAP. Yeah, there you go. She already had a turn. Just that's a turn already. That's turn 1. Alright, and we should be taking no damage anymore. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so maybe wall is a bit much. You could probably go without wall. I was overprotective. This might actually be a problem without haste. Now remembering that there's a timer on this fight. Oh. Oh shoot. Ramza is an exceptional character, yes. This is going to be mighty close, actually. Hopefully we can actually get lucky and get a couple double casts off on Hope, which will definitely help a lot. Thief's Row does not ignore back row. The pumpkin weapon is a throwing weapon. Which allows Zidane to hit from max damage from back row. Yeah, the pumpkin was given out as a Halloween reward, or like a Halloween present, way back when on Halloween. We might get another one this upcoming Halloween, but who knows? It's a little outdated now. Ah, there you go. There's a double cast. Alright, we'll be fine. Once we actually started doing damage, the victory condition became a lot more reasonable. Though I wonder, for a general strategy, I should probably suggest a roaming warrior with shout. Yeah, Stellar 5 is a pretty good burst. And it has the mugs on that, right? It has mug power, mug defense. 'Cause yeah, those are really good. I would do my typical going out and breaking people, except the thing, it's Sid, who's still level 50 for me. Anywho, so again, going down the line here. The Bewildered Hero, because that's what happened to Snow when he got confronted by the Espers. Lightning lost her way. She got confronted. Fang lost hope and her drive for saving anybody. So, got confronted. Hope pretty much broke down completely. Saz got confronted by the weight of his, requirement to be a good father to Desh, I believe was his son. Dash. And then, the weight of lies. Finally, Hecatong Cheer makes its appearance in Record Keeper. So, Hecatong's whole big gimmick is that it uses Looming Wrath, and then just unleashes a bunch of attacks all at once. Typical Esper fight in 13, so it's going to cast Doom on everyone. No elemental weakness, so it actually has reasonable defenses. You can take any move you want. And yeah, that's about it. It's not really too complex of a fight. It does have one magic move in Quake. Only uses that once it's below 50%, so you don't have to rush out getting your Shelga up. Let's go to the parties. For this specifically, we are going to actually use a taunt retaliation strategy. Of course, not doing, attacking the retaliator, but a lot of Hecatong Cheer's attacks can be taunted. So, yeah. Of course, red is in there to be our air quotes shared protect and lunatic high. Selfie will be our token healer as always, and Ida, Zidane will be our damage dealers. Though Gilgamesh should be doing some pretty good damage himself with counters. Let's see if there's a free shout. Nope, so I have to use one of my token shouts. I didn't get stats. I never get stats. Why do I never get stats? I think it's actually one of the first ultimates in a really long time where I'm not using some, synergy people in it. Because it's just like, I have better answers for this situation all around. The whole idea of an Esper in 13 was pretty interesting, all in all. Because it was like, they went places with the whole Espers challenge you before they give you their strength. And more in the way of like, when somebody hits rock bottom, or like when, Alysi or Falsi or fucking whatever they're called, hits rock bottom and has lost their way completely, then an Esper shows up and will either kill them or allow them to like have a revelation, which was pretty good. It's like, it's good lore to me. I like that. That picture of Vanille, though, maybe a little less. Could have gotten a more flattering one. Ooh, there's Quake. Alright. Perhaps calm down a little bit. Alright. Real talk? Hold up. Yo, Hecatonic's not supposed to have Quake until Phase 2. I need to check my resources. Hold the phone. Oh. No, there's just two different styles. There are no phases to Hecaton. Oh. What a dick. Let's look at this. Let's look at the information real fast before I realize that I have completely screwed myself. Alright, so it starts out with Looming Wrath and Doom. It goes into either Formation 1 or Formation 2. One has Counter, Force Projectile. The other one has Quake, Pummel, Aerial Tackle, and Hurricane. Oof. To be fair, Taunt Retaliate still deals with half of its attacks. It's just a bit much. Hecaton. It's a bit much. That doesn't work with Taunt. Okay. Taunt Retaliate might not be a good answer in this fight. We should maybe start with full break. Oh, dog. Keep it together, dog. Alright, we can recover. Alright, recovery. And a double cast. Alright. we're in a good place now. Alright, so the end conclusion of what we saw in this fight. Taunt Retaliate might not be worth it. To be fair, when it actually used the combos, it was actually doing good work. But, no, you know, it's fine. Taunt Retaliate did its job. It did its job well. Oh, finish him off, dog. Or Gilgamesh will steal your kill. Is that bad manners? Is that bad manners? I'm not sure. Yeah, kill secured. Alright. Well, that was a nightmare. Time for the next one. One thing I'm curious about. What does that necklace do? This is mine. Modern Earth Resistance. Whoops. Entirely the wrong button. Alright. So. Final fight. Is Sid. Sid throws out a lot of magic and really should be more concerned with his magic than his physical. He only has one physical attack. If you can work a protect in there, that's perfectly fine. Do that. The big thing to note is that he has Daysga, which is a party-wide sleep of all things. Like, please stop with that. And also, at 40%, he uses Seraphic Ray, which is a super dispel. As in, all your buffs. All of them. Every buff is gone. So save your recasting of buffs until then. He also does like the buff himself with Protect and Shell, Bring and Dispeller. our party setup isn't going to change too much. Oh, he was a fight in 13. He's an extremely hard fight in 13. This is actually a good mirror of that fight. Also, let's get this and I guess that out of the way. Ooh, that's a good one. Gerald. You know, I don't think the stats changed at all, but just in case. Yeah, this was 100% a fight in 13. Which is like the only reason I remember Sid was because of this fight. If you ask me, like, what did Sid do in the overarching story? Well, he was mad at the party for not being Lassie. That's it. There's like, why don't you just follow what the big computer gods tell you to do? And they're just like, they shrug at him and then he gets mad. Also, take note, until my sore throat gets better, hour is about my limit. Also, let's do a no, blow my nose. I'm gonna blow my nose real fast. Alright. So with these stats, Zidane is a goddamn monster because he's the only one with a synergy weapon. Okay. So, the general idea is I'm going to cast a roaming warrior at the beginning and then try and time it for around 40%. But yes. Oh, those are some good bars. Oh, that's right. Sid actually spends the first 2 turns casting buffs. So he's actually one of the kinder ultimates. We need to hold. Meteor Monk hold. Master Thief hold. Master of Weapons, go. I'm pretty sure in the original 13 he also had Doom. 13 really liked Doom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he casted Doom as soon as he turned into an angel. But in this, you know, he starts out that way, so... Ah, so he recasts the buffs. That's annoying. Especially if all of them, you had to choose Protect. Like, really? Yeah, so his magic really hurts. You know what? You can keep it. I'm gonna give you that one. Oof. That's just ruin. Well, this might be bad. All right. Attempt number 2. Yeah, so a manageable fight. The fight is manageable. There is just a teensy little hiccup a bit of the way into it. It wasn't even so much Gilgamesh dying, it's just like, well, there goes my my chance at victory. Alright, so we're gonna let this armor breakdown cook a little bit, and then go into the Thief's Revenge. Can't believe you punched my dog. So yes, the worst thing about all of this is we haven't even seen his worst spell, which is Days Go. Because, yeah, AoE sleep is extremely fun. Put that directly in my mouth. Hold position. Sephiric Ray is going to destroy her. Oh no. Oh, I didn't proc it. That's another restart, actually. Piss! Ugh! Ugh. Alright. 2 failures is enough in order to get the timing down. I was holding with Ida when I really shouldn't have. I should have just used her move. I really had nothing to lose from doing that. Yeah, I over-prepared that time. To my own detriment. That should be enough of a buffer for Thieves' Revenge not to hit there. It really does just come down to the timing of the rebuff. If you don't time it right, then you get hit. There it is. Ooh, 2 double casts. That's real nice. As long as he doesn't do an AoE, Zidane should be fine. Also, the fact that Ida had not done Ida got slept at the worst possible time because we missed the magic breakdown. Oh, I'm really messing myself up now. Yeah, I'm super psyching myself out. Why didn't I use revenge? Because I should have. Just plain and simple, I should have. I always forget how long the buffs from stuff lasts. That was a misplay. The strategy is here. The execution just needs to occur. Good, yes. Continue to pick on dog. I want to say his routine, his AI routine, doesn't change in between the two. Fuck. Good. It doesn't change between the two phases, so as long as I can get the buffs back up, I will be fine. That's actually the worst person. And she just got woken up. Piss. So, like, now the thing you have to remember is Sulfuric Ray does damage. So now I need to recover or just get hit with Sulfuric Ray. Yep. This is actually a bit more complex of a fight than I had previously thought. Okay. It's time to concentrate. All the double casts. Good. I don't mind his melee attack. Though did delaying the action right there possibly cause Magic Breakdown to wear off? Ah, piss. The correct answer is yes. Yes, it did. That's gonna be a fight, actually. Maybe not. Though, red is going to die. He's just your protect, says chat. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you deal with that? Like, actually, how do you deal with that shit? It's an interesting fight in that regard. Because, like, there's this odd sort of, like, handoff that needs to occur. Of, like, alright, at this exact moment, we need to do damage. People need to be getting ready to rebuff. And those need to get up as fast as possible. If none of that happens, we die. Fantastic. I'll take any suggestions from the chat at this point. Chat suggests better gear. Maybe. This run's feeling good. The transfer has been made. Thousands are dead. Double cast? Hopefully that went to Greg. Yeah, but this isn't going to be a mastery. Also, there's not enough damage on board. Like, remember, last week's ultimate, I wasn't debuffing Cloud. Like, yeah, there's a lot more to it. Cat's Bell would be better. You're not wrong. I really need to remember to start putting the Cat's Bell on every time from now on. Oh my god, Dazgo's an actual pile of trash that does not need to be in this fight at all. This fight's already like this weird dance. 2 turns in a row? God, at least it didn't hit anybody. Maybe you need more people using drain moves. Maybe that's the trick. Is this even recoverable? Okay. I'm gonna look at the thing real fast. We need to regroup just a small bit. Alright, okay. I think. Yeah. Knight's charge works. It's just like, I don't know. I feel as though the double cast is better. Mainly just because her casting her break isn't what's making or breaking it for me. It's seriously that transfer. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. One other thing. Edit this down so that's easier to hit. Okay. The hell? Oh. Oh, Capel. Good point. Capel, Poison Ring on red. I'm trying to remember if we have a poison Nightmare Gauntlet yet. I think that's the next one we get, unfortunately. Oh, you just sort by rarity. Yeah, not yet. Alright. Here we go. Ah, damn it. Like, just on paper, this fight is incredibly rude. Oh, don't put anybody to sleep. Shit. We'll just have to retime the buffs and hope this works out. Here we go. Couldn't even get 2 turns off. Let's go for it. Yeah. Well, the problem is we don't have a magic breakdown or so on and so forth currently. And there's the ever-looming Doom timer. Not to mention Selfie should heal herself. While Gil might be able to solo this, yeah, Doom is going to kill us. Either that or Bio. We have lost too many damage dealers. It's a good strategy. Just like, you have to time it right. You can't eat an attack right before Sapphire Gray goes off. That's the problem with transition attacks. like, what we're seeing here is a lot of what mechanically is wrong with this fight. This fight would not be quite as bad as it was if it wasn't for the fact that he is so prone to AoE attacks and the fact that Spheric Ray also does damage. If those two factors didn't exist, or one of those two didn't exist, you know, this would be a lot more of a reasonable fight. And of course, then you have a problem of like people going, "Oh, but where's the difficulty?" So on and so forth. Eh. Also, the removal of Deusga. If you're going to make it such a numbers game, the addition of such an extremely rude status effect is just a bit unnecessary. This is either going to push him, or Mia's going to get kicked. I guess the two are not mutually exclusive. Those need to be timed better, but it's so hard to see when his life bar is going to hit that point. Oh, here it comes. The worst move. This is doable, I think, maybe. Not if he does that. Maybe if he does that. God, it's the fucking transfers so hard to make. Because, like, Saphiric Ray is, like, the normal move that would occur, and then, like, you have time to recover from. But in this one, it's like, you don't, because everybody's going to be casting buffs. Except I'm using Shout. It's like, no, Steel Power is not really to buff Zidane's damage. It is to lower his attack, because that attack can actually do a lot of damage if given the opportunity. The fight's a bit much. Well, in the theoretical scenario where everybody doesn't fucking die, Zidane wouldn't run out of damage. I'm gonna have a good timing here. So now we hold. wonder if this is a smarter move. This might actually be a smarter move. Holy shit. Did I just walk out? Oh, I am the luck elemental. Nope, here it comes. Alright, phew. Alright. Knocking on wood. This should be win. Oh, come on. 2 ruin go in a row. Don't do this to me. I just need Ida to get that move. Ida, do the move. Oh. Alright, I had 1 metal loss for damage taken. And so take a note. You can lose like 2 dudes. Or you can get you can lose like all your guys. You can barely pull through that and probably ace it. Holy shit, though. Yo, Square, that was a bit much. Dina, I guess. Just a bit. It was a bit much. It was a bit fucking much. And I know we already looked at it in the preview, but yeah, let's just look at it for real. Mind and moderate earth. Not bad. So that was it for the Final Fantasy 13 event, and God, Sid turned out to be way more of a handful than I thought. Next week, we're heading back to FF5 again already. So quick. I'll see you then.